What's up, Aquarius? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So let's start off by saying happy birthday, guys. So it is your birthday month, which means all the readings that I do this month, you will be the first ones to get your reading. Also, guys, in the community section, and I will actually place it, I'll do it right after this reading, rather. But you guys are going to get bonus readings. So out of all the selections that I put in that poll, I will do the top two that you guys choose after I'm done with this set of February readings. And anything else? I think that's it. All right, guys. So let's get into things and let's see what's going on for this birthday time. It's so funny because when I first started doing readings, and for those who have been with me for a while, I had my moon and rising sign wrong. So I'm regularly a Taurus Sun and a Pisces Moon and an Aquarius Rising. So I thought that I was Taurus, Pisces. And I remember in the beginning, I'd be like, you know what? Because there's always something that I can connect to every, single sign. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like, I feel a little bit detached when it comes to Aquarius. Like, I can't make that connection. And then when I found out that I was an Aquarius rising, I'm like, well, that's why I felt detached. You guys are hilarious and I love it. And I have an Aquarius friend that the first time she told me she loved me, she was like, if you tell anybody I said that, I will deny it. So that is how I see y'all. Y'all will be so stubborn when it comes to expressing yourselves, but I love it. So let's see what's going on, guys. And for any of those that would like to get a personal reading, I will discuss everything at the end of this video, but just know you could always find that information in the description below. And for those of you that have Instagram and you want to stay up to date, know what I'm doing, check out all the daily energies that I post to see what's going on in your day. High Vibrations 44, okay? All right, Aquarius, I will shut up. Let's get into this. All right, so we have your past, present, and we have future. It feels good to be back on YouTube, guys, more consistently, because I feel like I've just been playing catch up for like the last few months. So soon I will be able to breathe again. Now let's get into this. So for the energy that you guys have for this reading, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. All right. So if this isn't a situation that is having to deal with, someone who's being promiscuous or someone who's like cheating in a situation, then it could be someone that is feeling a bit emotionally unstable. Okay, behind that we have the Chariot in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles. So just with this energy, there's something that I feel you guys are going to become carded against. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, so there's a lot of unstable energy here. So let's see what's going on and how we get out of this, how we get through this. Now, going into your past, the first card that we have here, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this is a fallout of some sort that's happening. Maybe you're losing feelings for someone. Maybe you're just letting something go or choosing not to move forward with it. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, this is going to be an energy of either someone who stops talking to another person, or they just remove themselves, verbally from a situation. Or it can be, if they are involved in that situation still, there's a lot of shit talking happening. There's a lot of gossip going around. So that could have led to why you had to fall out of something. But with the Lover's card, at minimal, guys, heavy arguing with someone that's close to you, okay? For some of you, this could have just been a breakup. For others of you, this could have been letting go of a job, something that you were closely invested in, okay? Now, with the Sun card, this could be because of things that came out, or it could have been because you just wanted more blessings to come in and you felt like this was kind of a blockage. But whatever this was that you guys moved away from, you really were debilitating for a while, debating. You were debating for a while whether or not this is something you should, stay with or move away from. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, so there's just a lot of adversity here that you feel you had to give up on. Now, with the Page of Swords in the reverse, again, with these two reversals, if it's not two people that just don't want to speak to one another, or a group of people that are not engaging with one another, then this is, again, speaking in a very problematic way where someone's being very honest, but more in a cruel way, okay? So why is this here? And it's all because of something that just wasn't working out, guys. You weren't seeing eye to eye with someone in a situation, or maybe you weren't making the money that you wanted in a situation. But there's secrets that came out here. Okay, definitely secrets that came out. For some of you, you could have been dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there's definitely a reckless energy here of somebody that was unreliable. With the King of Wands in the reverse, you know, that's another player energy coming in. So definitely could have been cheating in a situation. And again, if it has nothing to do with that, then with the King of Wands in the reverse, this is someone that they feel that they're in a position of authority, okay, and they abuse that authority. So it's someone who's really on a high horse, and they're very difficult to deal with, okay. So you just felt that you had to release that burden. Why is this Ten of Wands here? So there was something that you guys realized, okay. You saw something for what it is. You're realizing that you had to let something go. Again, this player card keeps wanting to show up. So a lot of you could have just been moving away from an unstable energy. Now, although whatever this was didn't work, right now you guys could be in a place where you're not so focused on what it was that you lost. Now you're focused on, okay, you know, 3 cups have spilled over. I still have 2 cups here. So, you know, how do I get past this? What do I focus on? And it's you focusing on, again, better things that can be coming into your life. But with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's like you guys are in a place where there's a lot of you amplifying energies. Okay, this is the type of person that, you know, adds fuel to the fire. They're really pissed off. They have a really high wall up. They're really guarded. It's hard to get through to that person. Now, going to your present moment, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So you're wanting to avoid conflict at all costs. You just don't want to deal with it. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, so this could be with the water sign Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. If it's not a water sign, it could just be you emotionally wanting to be in a good place. When you see water, or, you know, these water energies, that's healing, that's emotional transparency, that's you getting a grip on how you feel and how you exude that to, you know, just the public, your friends, your loved ones. Okay, but you guys really had a lot of clarity. For some of you, especially if this was a painful situation, I was actually talking about this today, but if this was a painful situation for you, this could have awakened you. Somebody asked me today on Instagram, they're just like, you know, what started your spiritual process? I go, pain, you know, pain and a lot of it. And it's true. That's if you want to get into spiritual work, you need life experiences. Okay, if you've never gone through anything crazy, then it's probably not the line of work for you. But we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, so wherever this unstable energy was coming from, it's like you just don't want to be part of it. Now, the center of your reading, we have the Star card. So this is what everything connects to, something that you're wishing for, something that you hope is fulfilled. We have the High Priestess, very powerful card here, guys. So there's really something that you want fulfilled, and with you guys showing up as a High Priestess, your intuition is going to be so heightened right now. This is the type of person that does not need proof of something. If your gut is telling you, you know, I don't trust this person, or I shouldn't go to this place, or I shouldn't involve myself with this, you have to listen to that. So really, really listen to your heart and your soul here, because if there's something that's off, you know, you're going to be able to pick up on that. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So in this case, I feel that there's a situation that you have to let go of. For some of you, maybe you were wishing for a while, you know, I hope I could just let this go eventually. For others of you, it's looking at it kind of the opposite way, saying, I wish this could have worked. I wish this could have happened. Now, we have the Empress card here, which is talking about new beginnings. This is the goddess of fertility. So for some of you, maybe it has to do with pregnancy. But this is going to be a new beginning that you have to tend to. If it's, you know, metaphorically speaking, if it's a garden, you're having to go there every day. You're, you know, constantly watering these plants. Now, with this new beginning here, with the Hanged Man in the reverse, you guys are definitely, you know, moving out of a place of limbo, but things don't feel 100% natural, like they're going with the flow, okay? When this card pops up, it's like we still feel like we're swimming against the current in a certain situation. Okay? And that's in regards to, again, something that's not working. At this point, guys, Some of you might even just be forcing it and going towards something that may not be the best for you, where you're really forcing it. So if whatever was causing all of this drama, whether you had part in this or not, it's at this point it's masochistic, guys, to keep going in this direction. You're self-sabotaging. Okay, there may be something here that makes you happy, that your soul is like, oh my God, what are we doing? All right, when you have the Temperance card in the reverse, that's because there's going to be an uneasiness that you feel. So you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, am I truly happy here? Or is this a delusion in my mind? Am I not seeing things clearly? Am I not thinking about this clearly? Because there's just something that you should not be going towards. Okay, way too much adversity. You having to let this go. All right, now going into the future, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this is going to be a transition that you're going through that may seem unstable, and something just within itself where the foundation, is poor. And with the Three of Swords, disappointment. So with seeing this coming, guys, you're going to have to rip that Band-Aid off. You have the Page of Pentacles, so you're taking this very slow approach into moving away from this. Baby steps, little by little. But it's like you're taking a hiatus. It could just be a mental hiatus, just taking a step back from things because of what you need to release. All right, but with the Eight of Swords, guys, when these Swords cards come out, it's usually a lot of mental anguish that we put ourselves in. Okay, so it's definitely something where you might feel stuck, you might feel trapped, but you're not. You have more than enough room to get out of this. Okay, now we have the Wheel of Fortune, so things definitely take a very positive a positive turn. Okay, and that's because you realize you shouldn't move forward with something. Okay, you had no control of how. Storm, be nice. She's always trying to attack the cat, although the cat got hands, y'all. So with the Chariot in the reverse, yeah, there's just something that wasn't within your control anymore. Something that was spiraling downwards very quick. The Chariot is the fastest moving energy here, guys. So with the energy, or with the pace that this is moving in, it could be catastrophic. If some of you were hoping to travel somewhere, it might be that you're not going to travel somewhere. Okay, but again, something really has y'all on edge. All right, there's some sort of imbalance. Yeah, there's something here that just makes you guys very angry, but you're really, it's like you're holding on to it. You're really holding on to it more than it needs to be. There's something that you guys are dragging out, okay? Or someone around you that's dragging something out with you. You guys really need to remove yourselves from whatever this is. Now it's funny because I changed my reading structure a little bit, but I used to have this reading that I can still do if you guys need, but it was called, When Will I Find Love? So for those of you where this pertains to love, something that I noticed is when I would do this reading for other people, it looks out at the next 9 months of your love life, right? So there would be so many situations, and I promise this is going to help in a second, but there were so many times where I would read a person and the next 9 months is someone blocking their energy, and it's somebody that's not meant to be in their life and literally just wasting their time. And I'm like, look, if you continue on the path that you're on, you're going to waste the next 9 months of your life. I'm like, if you can shake this off and really just get rid of their energy, come back to me. Okay, if you could do it sooner than the 9 months, come back to me. Let's do this again. Every single time that has happened and the person listens and they cut off this person and, they're looking at what's there, it always shows love coming in. All right, so I don't want you guys to be like, Lissette, what the fuck, this is morbid. No, if you see it coming, you avoid it. Okay, that's why, and I even used to say it myself before I became a reader. It's like, well, if something bad's going to happen, I don't want to hear about it. No, preventative measures, guys. If something bad is going to happen, you dodge that shit, okay? So I hope I'm saving y'all a lot of time with whatever this is. So let's see what's going on. Let's give you some cards of advice. Okay, I'm going to acknowledge these cards, but then I'm going to put them back in and keep shuffling. What did I just say, y'all? Look. If you guys go into King of Swords mode, male or female, doesn't matter. It's more so just the power of the card, okay? It's going to be slightly stronger than the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, all of that. So if you guys really boss up and you choose to cut something out of your life because you're fed up and because you haven't gotten what you wanted here, and keep in mind, all this can be vice versa. So maybe it's you guys doing this to someone. But once you guys move away from that, it literally shows a new beginning, something very passionate that lasts a long time. But with the High Priestess in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the reverse, there's so much denial here, guys. I have to be honest with you. I know a lot of people get pissed off that I'm so honest sometimes, but there's something here that you know the truth of it, and you're wanting to turn a blind eye. Whether this is, you know, with money or with a person, okay, job situation, there's just someone that's just not genuinely invested here anymore. So if it's you dating someone and you know that they're not genuinely invested, you know, don't waste your time. If it's you knowing that you're not genuinely invested in someone, then don't waste their time, okay? And, you know, I'm always trying to do the right thing, not because I'm, you know, scared of people and how they're going to react. I'm just scared of karma. I just don't want to deal with that shit in the future. All right, so let's pull some more cards here. What is advice for my Aquarians? February 2019. We have the King of Pentacles, Death card in the reverse, Five of Wands in the reverse. Okay. For a lot of you, it's showing that you're very intuitive with a situation where there could be a lot of harsh talk and a lot of harsh communication. It could also be that you know that if you let something go and you stop engaging in it, with the Wheel of Fortune, that things change for the better. Now there's something that's unfinished here, something that needs to be closed out, all right? And you really need to make sure that you guys are putting yourself in a place where you're avoiding conflict at all costs. No pettiness, no fighting, no arguing. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's very significant to you right now, or this could have to do with finances. So let me clarify these cards. Why is this King of Pentacles here? Two of Cups. Why is this Death card in the reverse here? Queen of Wands in the reverse. And why is this Five of Wands here? We have the Temperance card in the reverse. Okay, so guys, there's definitely foul play. If this isn't cheating, there's just something that's emotionally just messing you up right now, or maybe you're doing this to a person. Regardless of what it is, you have to get out of that. You know deep down that your soul is uneasy with something. Okay, so there could be anger in a situation that you have not closed out. But honestly, throughout this imbalance that you may feel, you guys have something very good that can come in. For some of you, that's financial success and stability. For others of you, it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you're going to deal with. All right, so we have to make smart moves here. And guys, don't be afraid to reach out. I noticed that out of any sign, you guys will say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Y'all will have tears rolling down your eyes saying, no, 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 I'm good, I'm good. And it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to vent. It's okay to, you know, let people help you out. You guys, technically speaking, are the humanitarians of the world, and you want to help and you want to change everything. But sometimes battles don't need to be fought by yourself. All right, find a good circle, find a good group of people that are not going to judge you, and they can help you get through this. All right, so y'all got this. Just stay focused and really think about the end goal. Okay, when I was in a tough spot, you know, just love-wise, and this could relate to anything, really. There was times where I'm struggling, like, damn, I got to get out of this. This is bad. This is bad. I don't want to be here. And the thought that kept reoccurring in my mind, there's two things that kept reoccurring. One, I keep putting off this pain. I keep saying, well, if I sleep next to this person tonight, I'll just feel good tonight. I'm just not ready to fully let go. But you're prolonging it. You're taking so long to rip off that Band-Aid. And another thing with that mentality where you're having such a hard situation, like you're letting a situation stay in your life longer than what it serves you, is that every minute that you spend on the wrong situation, you take away from the right situation. You owe it to yourself to allow better things to come in. Life is just full of what we allow. All right, so set some standards. Know that there's going to be certain things that you will not allow. And the people who have been disrespecting you and the people who have been making you feel like shit and talking down to you or whatever it is that's happening, they will see themselves out. Okay? When you start setting standards for yourself, a lot of people will dislike you. A lot of people are going to cause a lot of shit and ruckus in your life because they just don't like the way that you carry yourself. Now, holy shit, look, they're confident. They're protecting their energy. They're protecting their space. All right? So if you guys want fake people out of your life and you want weak people out of your life, set some standards and watch how quick they drop. All right? It might be painful at first, but it's, you know, it's better. You're better off knowing that this person was shit, you know, at least to you, as opposed to 5 years later finding out in a very tumultuous situation. All right? We don't have time to be around people that are not going to feed us good energy. Okay? And again, guys, with that High Priestess that came out in your reading, your intuition is on point. Sometimes we won't have answers as to why certain things won't work out for us. I know that me, myself, and this is recently, I just recently reconnected with someone that I had to drop, okay? And I know that they were looking for an explanation because it was very hard on them. You know, it really affected them when I stopped talking to them. And I sat there and I'm like, look, I wish I could give you this novel. But the truth of the matter is it just wasn't feeding my energy. And I don't mean to sound, you know, narcissistic in any way, shape, or form where, oh, you need to provide something for me. But I need to be around people that feed my soul. Anything else is draining, especially with the work that I do. I'm an empath. I feel everything. If you're devastated, I will sit next to you and feel like I need to cry, and I don't know why, even if you're a stranger. So, you know, it got to the point, and this happens just to anyone who does light work, or, you know, if you guys are watching this, you're into the spiritual world. But it got so heavy to the point where this person would come to my house upset, and it's not talking shit, it's just, you know, talking about protecting your energy. This person would come over, and if they were having a bad day, I would feel it for days. And it was so heavy, and it was so draining. And I didn't realize, and some people are just going to be taxing like that, guys. There are energy vampires out there that they're going to absorb your good energy, so you have to know how to protect yourself and say, no, this is not something that's good for me. That's why me, myself, if I'm ever in a situation where I need to vent or I need to cry, and this shit happened not even too long ago, crying about something stupid, I told my friend, I'm like, yo, I don't know if you have the mental energy for this or if you have the emotional space for this, but I need to let go. Can I do that? And she's like, yeah, bitch, bring it on. And just, I don't cry often as a Taurus, but when I do, I just let everything out because I have to get, you know, things get pent up with me before I finally explode. And I'm sure that you guys have qualities like that too, because you guys are a little bit more reserved when it comes to expressing yourselves. And it's a huge fucking deal when an Aquarius says I love you or an Aquarius says I care about you. But the thing is, you guys are the most loving people. So sometimes people get that misconstrued, and it's just like, no, they're just very protective over themselves. It's not that they don't love you, okay? So definitely a lot to consider, guys. Now, for those of you that are looking to get a personal reading, I said this, I think in December, but I have completely changed my system. There was a while where the readings that I was, you know, having to get out, they were just super late because I just had so much on my plate. I was going through a lot, personally speaking as well. So I completely changed everything, and, you know, I'm almost caught up with the old system. So to anyone that your reading was late or it is late, and just know I'm getting that out soon, and I heavily apologize for that. You know, just starting this channel, everything just grew so fast, and I wasn't prepared for how high the demand would be. So now I have cut back on readings, guys. When you do go to book a reading on my website, which is highvibrationswithliz.com, I'm only taking 3 appointments a day. There are emergency readings if you need something quick and you don't want to, you know, wait. I get those out within 5 days at most. But yeah, I completely changed everything. So to anyone that I had, you know, that I gave you any sort of inconvenience, I apologize. Trial and error. It's my first time really being a boss in this way. I have in the past, but not to this extent. So I'm sorry if you were part of my learning process, but I am getting better, and I'm very determined to get this channel up and running and get these videos out again, because I know I used to drop 2-3 videos a month for every sign, and that's really what the goal is. So just know I've released a lot of things in my life, guys, that was really holding me back more than I knew it was holding me back. And I'm ready to take things on, and I really feel good about, you know, the changes coming into my life. So I love y'all. And like I said, my Instagram is High Vibrations 44. If you guys want to stay up to date with me, the videos that I'm posting, I always post the orders of the videos. So I actually did that today. So you guys know when to expect your video, but you will be first for this month. All right. So let me post that poll for you guys. I love y'all so much. Take care, guys.